Hello everybody, it's a very good Monday to you, a start of a brand new week. Trust all's been well with everybody watching Waiter to Win and that you've played it well. The Fairview Poly Meet comes to play this Monday afternoon. Darren Burrows is on the line. He'll join me in just a moment so we can work out how we're going to catch this Bipot, PA, Pig Six, Jackpot, all those to get the week started. Remember, if you're a social media one of those, then that's fantastic because we've got our Twitter account where you can join us at our handle @WaiterToWin. We've also got a WhatsApp number that's on the screen. You can join us at any given time where we upload the shows there for you to watch as well on YouTube and answer questions, whatever you may want to need to know so we can assist you. And further to that, nowadays we're on YouTube as well. You just got to go to YouTube, search Waiter to Win, and then it depends, of course, when the show's loaded. We'd record these the morning of race days during the week anyway, and as soon as it's available, we get them up for you. Let's get straight into the action. Darren Burrows with me. Let's talk about this Fairview Poly. There's 8 races on the card. How you doing, Darren?
I'm good, Clyde. It's a competitive card, but we have picked up, Daryl and I landed on the same horse in a couple of races. We've tipped as value bets a bit later in the card. But touching on race 1, the horse to beat, I thought, is Chariot Master. Ran a very good race just last Friday at Fairview on the Poly. Was flying up late, just left his run too late, got beat half a length. He's back 3 days later. If he's taken that run well, I think he'll take all the beating. Dangers will be Potente, a very good local debut on the Poly last time out, but he was racing awkwardly. He was hanging from the 300 to the finish. And then the best of the rest, Siberian Fox. He only has half a length to make on Potente on that last effort.
Interesting. I see Richard Ferry's there now, Darren.
Yes, he is riding, and you've got to watch out for him.
Okay, he's back with the Alan Creef stable. I'm told he'll be riding for the Creef yard. I think he's the number 1 jockey there. And I believe Calvin Habib's the number 1 rider for Gavin Smith. I stand, of course, to be corrected. But let's get our bipods up because it does appear to be between 5 and 7, as you heard from Darren. And that's the plan. So we go 5 and 7 by 1 and 5, by 2, 3, 8, by 1, 9, 10, by 5 and 10, and 8 and 9 at the back. It's 144 Rand bipot. That's the spend. Don't forget you can use your phone, your camera option, just to hold it up to that barcode over there, that QR code, and that'll make it so much easier for you. Let's get the Fairview Meet off to a great start. Welcome back. The second race now. The race runs at 1:05, and here Montresor's favourite. Currently at 16 to 10. Second choice is number 5 on the card, Tufan, trading at 22 to 10. And then you've got 7 to 2 about number 4, River Birch. And that was at about 10 o'clock this morning. I got Darren on the line to talk about the race. I'm not so sure Montresor stayed the mile, to be honest, and probably a better 12 or 1300 metre horse, Darren.
Yes, for sure. She doesn't stay at all. Last time out, the final 200 meters, she found absolutely nothing. Her penultimate start on the Poly over 1200 meters. She ran second behind a Cape Town Raider that day, Echo of Life. There has been winners from that form line. So from a good draw back over 1300 meters, she could finally get a maiden right at the 16th time of asking. Dangers, Tufan, always right there at the finish, but she is limited. And then Echoes of Winter, the best of the rest. But I really believe Montresor, this could be a day.
Could be a day, Montresor. The stable at Cliffy Miller's been in pretty good form, so let's put that place accumulator up. We believe from a place accumulator perspective that Montresor should be good enough to at least run a place, right? By second leg, 2, 3, 8. By third leg, 1, 9, 10. Then the fourth leg, 5 and 10, followed by 8 and 9. We'll load up the last 2 legs with 2, 3, 7, and then the last leg, 2, 8, 9. So remember, we are bankering Montresor. We're hoping that runs a drum. That's a 324 Rand PA. Alan Creef and Richard Ferry top the boards with the running of the third. It's pick 6 time. 3 to 1 the field does tend to be an open race. This horse, Douglas Devastator's top of the boards, 3 to 1 at the moment. Darren, that's the 8 horse, the 1 Great Ecstasy, second choice at 33 to 10. And the 11 Prince of Heaven is trading at 9 to 2. Sada Numsa number 2, I see, is at 11 to 2. And they've also got number 3 Grand Destiny who's currently trading at 11-2. But I guess this betting is naturally subject to change, and I think it will change by a race time, Darren.
I thought a very tough race. A lot of these horses very limited. A horse like Sado Numspa, now his local debut, he turned into the straight quite some way back. He only got beat 1.9 lengths by McTavish. He was closing the gap late. The blinkers go on again, and he did enjoy the poly last time out. I think the blinkers might sharpen him up and he might improve a length or two on that last effort. Grand Destiny did finish ahead of him that day. That was a very good effort. He should be right there. And then the Alan Greef runner, Douglas Devastator. He's only had the 3 starts, and he's improved with each and every start. Last time out, he was beaten by Cape Town Raider Matsuyama. He was beaten 4.85 lengths. There has been a winner from that form line. And the best of the rest, I thought a horse like Prince of Heaven. He's only had the 2 starts, but a tough race.
Tough race, okay. So let's get the pick 6 up. There are a couple that we haven't got in here, so you've got to just be a little wary. This is the pick 6 we're going. We're going with 2, 3, 8, 10, 11. I'll make reference, for example, like number 1, Great Ecstasy. We're not putting that in, and that's the second favourite. But you can't put everything in. You have to, at the end of the day, go with what you fancy. And Darren and Daryl have worked out 2, 3, 8, 10, 11 by 1, 2, 9, 10 and 13, then 5 and 10, then 5, 6, 8, 9, then 1, 2, 3, 4, 7, 9, and then 2, 8, and 9. As the day goes, you can decide what percentage you want to take, but the boys have thought, taken into consideration that there are no bankers, and it may be worth spending 360 Rand to get 10%. You're back with us. Welcome back. Let's get on to the jackpots now. First jackpot, race number 4 on the card. This is a handicap. It's at the 72 level. We're on the poly if you've just joined us and you don't know. And the race has run over the mile. I want to give you an idea as to what the market's indicating. Where number 9, Fiery Duke, is top of the boards at 4-1. One of those races, 4-1 the field race. 10, My Boy Reese's 11-2. And I know that's pricked your ears, Darren.
Yes, Clyde, this horse opened 10-1. I think a couple of guys jumped into the 10-1. He shortened 7s, now 11-2. Go back, his last run over course and distance was 4 runs back, where he got beat a short head by Euphoric off a 63 rating. His rating's now down to a 60 from a 1 draw. Muzzy Yeni in the saddle, 53.5 kilos. I thought good value, My Boy Reese, over horses like Fiery Duke. His first run in the province, should run well, and the best of the rest are 2 top weights, Gold Rock and Homer Fidget.
Okay, so 10, 9, 1, 2, the order of preference from Darren's side. From our perspective, we believe there's value with I know this horse opened 10-1, but we think use this horse in your trifectas and quartets and perhaps even in your jackpot. You may want to take a chance and bank of the 10, small jackpot, work it out from there. This is what we're doing. Here's a look. It's straight up, straightforward. Number 10, My Boy Reese. Welcome back to Weighted to Win. Let's get on to the action now. Race number 5. This is a 1900. We're on the poly here, and this particular event has got Ablageur favourite 5-2, whom I thought was an impressive with that last win. Darren, I was going to get to you in a moment. I just want to remind our viewers about our social media handles again. If you are on Twitter, it's a very straightforward handle. It's Weighted to Win. It's all you've got to type in, @Weighted to Win. Otherwise, we're on that WhatsApp number that's on the screen that you can take a look at. That's 069 164 3272. And YouTube. We're on YouTube as well nowadays. Just got to search Weighted to Win today's show, today's date, and it's normally about an hour before or 2 hours before we'll get that show up for you. That's if we record during the week, which we do every Monday through Friday in the mornings. The weekend show we record on Fridays. Okay, Darren Burrows on the line. Ablageur saying, I thought that last win was fairly impressive.
He won very well. His first 2 runs in the Eastern Cape on the poly were 2 sprint ups. Then he was stepped up to 1900 meters on the poly. That was over course and distance. And he won very well with the 61 kilos. And there's no reason why he can't follow up in this company. The danger, a big danger, is Gavel Strike. His first run in the province was on the turf from a 14 draw. He tucked in towards the back of the field, and he was making eye-catching progress through runners. You'll love the step up to 1900 meters. He's performed well on the poly in KZN. He racked up 3 wins, 5 places from 15 starts. And the stable of Mitchley, they started off very strongly. They're doing exceptionally well with their handful of runners that they've had to date. And from a good draw, I think he'll rate the biggest danger to a Blazeur.
Okay, so we'll put those into the swingers. I think let's do that. We'll put the swingers up both 5 and 10. Although the years it goes, Cameron's putting it up 5 and 10. That's what our plan is today in terms of this particular event, race number 5 on the card. Welcome back. I think we've got a Shruti here that we found for you. I'm going to hand to Darren Burrows now. He can help us with the race, but I like this horse from the Jean Nel stable. Louis Makotwa is not riding. Just if you don't know, Marco van Rensburg, when we were doing the show, was updated that as the new rider for Louis Makotwa, and Wayne Agrella was the other guy that wasn't marked up as a rider today. Ancestral Prayer, number 9 is 5-2 favourite. Number 5, Dancing Girl, 28-10. The question to you, Darren, is Pam's Princess good enough to run them over, the top 2?
Yes, I do believe so. She's got the draw in her favour. She performs well over this sort of trip on the poly. Last time out, only got touched off late by Owlet and Silver Slippers, who ran second. She came out to win her very next start. So the form line's standing up. And from a decent draw, her ratings in a good place. I think she's the value at 9-2. Ancestral Prayer jumps from a deep draw, but 3 runs in the Eastern Cape for 3 seconds, and she has to be considered. And then Dancing Girl, she's racked up 3 wins from her last 4 starts. So she's in form, and she can't be ignored. So the top 3 in the betting, but I am finding the value with Pam's Princess.
Yeah, I saw Pam's Princess, Darren, the last time when Alwet and Silver Slippers went past. She got to the lead at about the 150, Pam's Princess. But she could have, what happened to her, she got balked at the 300 or the 400. She couldn't get a run. And then she got the run, and she may have hit the front maybe a little too early. I don't know. But just on that, I like her. If you believe she's good enough to run Dancing Girl and Ancestral Prayer over, then I think she may be worth a bet, this horse, Darren.
I thought so too. You know, the one thing about Pam's Princess, she has a short burst of speed, so she must be held up for a run, but she's got the draw in her favour. So I think everything's in her favour. Okay, well, I'm happy Marco van Rensburg's on her as a suitable replacement rider. Let's put up our bets here, what we intend on doing for this particular race, and we are going with number 8, Pam's Princess. Race number 7 on the card is a handicap at the 78 level. It's the Tab Telebet. This is to dial your number in if you want to. 0861 000 822. You can certainly do so. And Darren, let me talk to you about the race. Market suggesting it's absolutely open as they come. And I think they're betting 4-1 the field the last time I had a look at race number 7 on the card. And it's showing that this horse top of the boards, number 7, Travel Master 4-1, joint with number 8, the Dell's Echo 4-1, the 1 Vista Nova 6-1, and number 2 Brass Bell 6-1. Muzi Yeni's got a ride. I want to ask you about this horse. Bethel's got no weight on its back for Cliffy Miller at 14-1. The kind of race where you want to look for a horse like that. You give it any sort of chance? Well, the drop back in trip could suit him down to the ground, you know, the minimum trip of 1,000 meters. I know Darryl gave this a mention when I spoke to him. He did like a bit of Bethel. But it's an open race. My first choice would be Travel Master. Now, if you saw the way he went down to post last time out, he looked an absolute picture. But he was drawn 1 that day. He lost his position from the start, and he battled to get into the race. He only finished 2 lengths back. He did make up ground. But if he's not too far back turning for home, I think he could run them down. Dangers, Storm Chaser, blinkers on, could find his best form. Brass Bell not out of it. And your top weight, Vista Nova, 63 kilos to shoulder. But on his best form, he has to have a chance.
Can I just go back to this horse for a minute, Darren? This horse, Bethel. I'm interested in it because it's such a good price. Well, you know, that sort of value. I see the form lines held up well. I mean, I think Darryl probably picked it up too, and so you would have too. The Bold Resolve came to win. I mean, Bold Resolve won, right? That was Dancing Girl ran 3rd, and that came out to win next time. This horse, Bethel, over this sort of distance, because I see last time, you know, Bethel took its chances in a 1,300. Now we're back in the 5 furlong. What do you think of the distance? Does that worry you at all with Bethel or not? Because if it doesn't worry you, then I think we might be nibbling away at that price.
Well, just touching on his penultimate start, over 1,200 meters on the turf, he was actually leading going through the 100-meter mark, and he got swallowed up late. So maybe the 1,000 meters is right up his alley.
Okay. Well, I think we might be interested in that price. This is what we're doing. We're taking a trifecta or a quartet. What are we doing? Quartet. Okay. Remember, hold your phone up to that code. Make it easy for you. We're taking this quartet 1, 2, 3, 4, 7, 9. Boxing that for 360 Rand. On to the lucky last, the 8th race on the card. This is a 1,200. Market's got the score 16 to 10, Soweto Rose. Is this hard to beat, Darren, or not?
He is hard to beat. Last time out he choked up, so you can put a line through that effort. Previous to that, consistent form, jumps from a decent enough draw. I think he'll be the horse to beat. I know Francois Herald does get the ride. Louis Mcott was not riding. So Soweto Rose over horses like Tevi, number 9 on the card. Good return to form last time out, and off his current rating should run another honest race. That is the stable companion to Soweto Rose. And then Jaguar Cat, I thought the best of the rest.
Yeah, imagine if you see Bethel win. Well, listen, we're doing this early. Bethel, those will know, if Bethel runs a cracker, this horse, Soweto Rose, come from the same form line, Bold Resolve and Dancing Girl. So then maybe you really think about having a bet, eh, Darren?
Yes, definitely.
All right, depends. Let's see. I don't know if Bethel's the right sort of horse to depend on, but nevertheless, the quality of the field, perhaps Soweto Rose the right one. If you want to go a bit further than Soweto Rose, we recommend you go the following. We take the exactas and we're boxing them 2, 8 and 9. We're going to spend 150 Rand. You can spend it entirely up to you as to what you want. Reminder that in this case, you may want to spend the minimum bet of 6 Rand. Yeah. Okay, well, thank you so much for watching Waited to Win. Start of a new week Monday. We'll be with you every day. We'll have some exciting guests on the show and keep it all together, and hopefully continue to build the momentum by guiding, giving you the best guidance that we can, and hopefully you can collect at the end of the week. That's the most important thing. Thanks for watching. Thanks to the team. We'll see you again very soon.